What? I tricked you. You didn't want to be in the podcast, but I got you in the podcast right there.
Ooh, now we got
That's
you.
how I do a real sneaky.
Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding. They don't know who you are.
No,
Don't worry about
we're
it.
good. We're good.
He looked at me. I was
We're
like,
joking.
oh, shit.
We're
I'm just kidding. I promise. Oh, yes. Pat from Royal Leaf. Welcome to the show.
Royal Leaf.
Yeah.
In the house.
You're already doing it, dude. You're already putting your mic all the way down there. Look.
Oop, sorry.
There it goes.
There
We
we
gotta
go.
be professional.
How you doing?
Yeah, it's doing good, man. I'm so pumped to have you on here too because we've been wanting to do this for a while. Without specifics, if you don't want to, tell the people how we met because it's pretty funny. I was trying to explain to Dean here behind the camera. It's like kind of silly, and as corny as this sounds, it kind of seems like it was a little fate.
It was.
I don't think I would have met you in that cool way, and like we would be doing these cool things
organically.
Yeah, we're both trying to get paid.
Yeah, we're both trying to get paid from a dispo.
Yeah. We're both waiting very patiently.
Yeah, and I heard someone say that to another brand vendor that was there doing a pop-up at the time, say, do you know anyone like selling bulk or something like that? Mm-hmm. And I think I like waited for him to finish the conversation, and then I'm like, hey, well, how much you looking for?
Dude, it's so funny because like this is like in dispensaries, like legal market, and we're gonna get into like our legacy backgrounds and stuff and how we relate. But it's funny how we can try to talk about how we relate and like where we come from and all that shit. But it's like real recognizes real sometimes.
Yeah.
In the field, let's call it, or whatever you want to call it. I always love that shit.
Yep.
You know, and that's why it's so cool to like be here with you guys and like work with Growing Renaissance and Royal Leaf and like. It's like we're starting a cool partnership, and it's like you guys. I have a lot of respect for you guys in the market, especially from me coming from the outside. We've talked about this a lot, and sorry if I say this all the time on the podcast, but you know, New York was always very intimidating to me because we're not from here. But like something I think that we've learned is like all you gotta do is be yourself, be original, and that's like kind of the New York secret, right? It's like real recognizes real here, and us coming from the legacy market or. You know, just selling weed a long time, or dude, we were like homies right from the jump.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, you're just like plotting over there, be like, this guy needs some weed. I got some weed for him. Just like any other time. You know?
But I think it was like more of the, I mean, I'm a pretty good judge of people in general, and just hearing you chat with the other individual, and just, I'm like, okay, this guy's looking for something. He seems like he's here for the same reason I am.
Yeah.
Let me see what he's all about, and maybe we can, help each other out,
Yeah.
Because we, just have good cannabis, good living soil grown cannabis, and I enjoy it. I've been smoking it for 20 plus years, like just really good pheno-hunted genetic cannabis.
Have you been growing weed for 20 years? This podcast is brought to you by The Bakery in Cohoes, New York. This is one of my favorite dispensaries in New York. They have the best menu. We're proud to be on it. The best staff. Mike has become like a mentor to us out in New York, especially when it comes to upstate. Be on the lookout for podcasts and more collaborations that we're going to be doing together. The Bakery, upstate New York, in the Albany Capital District in Cohoes, man, that's the spot. Breakfast Connections Dutch Master hats are available now on breakfastconnections.co. These things are dope, paying homage to our original Connecticut roots. We're not able to put tobacco on the blunts, but the whole reason we even did the blunts in the New York market was that we found this cone that was able to like taste the weed and have that good experience that we remember with the Dutch Masters. So that's why we're kind of paying homage with the Dutch Masters hats. We're in tons of dispensaries from in the Adirondacks out to Utica, Capital District down to the Bronx, and Misha's Flower Shop in Brooklyn. We're going to be expanding into the city a little bit more. We also have Living Soil grown indoor flower that's going to be under $40, I'm pretty sure. That's a steal. Some of the best weed in the New York market.
I feel confident in saying that around $40, that's pretty good. Look out for those bags, Breakfast Connections 8th bags, Breakfast Connections blunts. We still got some of those more affordable 8ths of the outdoors from last season, but we wanted to ramp it up with some more Living Soil indoor grown flower. I think that's it. Back to the show.
I've been a part of grows for that long, and on the legacy end,
Mostly in New York?
yeah,
Cool.
yep. When I lived in Florida, I dabbled a lot in just, cannabis in general. But
Crippy?
yep. Oh, I was gonna say, not many people know, unless you've been down there. But that crip bud, that crypto,
What is that?
put you in the crip, man. Like
Is it like hazy?
Yeah, it's hazy. It's literally like some swampy, skunky, crazy thing. Probably came out of the Everglades or something.
Where do you think that went now?
I'm not sure because I think a lot of the time maybe people. I know that there's a strain called crippy,
Yeah.
but I think people before names started being a thing.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s. I moved to Florida in 99 till 2009. So 10 years I was down there, and it was either you
How
had
old were you?
18,
In the game.
fresh out,
That's
you
fire.
know. But Florida, Florida has its ups and its downs, and it's a really good state to be in. Travel, get
Why do you
accustomed
think
to.
that is? Is it kind of like a melting pot type of thing?
It's so
got their own
crazy,
culture
yeah.
down there.
Yeah, I mean, literally, it's like it's every country is there from everywhere, and me being from up here in upstate New York, Syracuse, Canastota, it's moving down there and being like, wow, this is Miami. Like, oh my God, this is definitely not like farm country, because upstate New York is a lot of agriculture, a lot of dairy farms that everyone is drinking, so it's a lot of just agriculture and livestock and cannabis now, which is good because I don't think there's a ton of grows in New York City, so a lot of people in New York City rely on upstate agriculture to
Seems like they've
support
been
that.
in the cannabis industry. Just went right into that.
Yep.
And it seems like it's been around for a while. And again, as an outsider, it's like city was haze, upstate was sour. Or am I speaking out of school with that?
Yep, sour.
Yep. And like I was just talking to
Skunk.
I was just talking to someone, I honestly forget who it was. But they were saying how like the Troy area too, and like I mean it's probably they grew different phenos of sour.
Yeah, the
upstate.
Albany sour. Yep.
And then there was one in Troy, or was it like different ones and all over? Like, do you know like more info about that?
I mean, there's your New York City diesel, your Albany sour.
But were they different chem phenos, which were sour?
Yeah,
technically.
Yeah, really
Right.
distinct. Like
Yeah, I got that
like
707
noticeably.
headband to show you too. Actually, Dean, can you grab that for us too? Because I wanted to show you that.
We just finished up an Elvis sour diesel.
What's that?
Has NYC diesel lineage in it. Oh, that's nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Headband.
Yeah,
Wow.
you can keep saying what you're saying. Though. I feel bad cutting you off with that, but good weed will cut people off.
No,
Sometimes.
well, the last time I honestly like smelled headband was at a festival probably 10 years ago, but I wasn't
I
really
wouldn't give
searching
it to you
for
if
it
it
either.
wasn't it, too.
And I grabbed that and Trainwreck, and
Good job.
yeah, wow, that's good.
Right?
Oh man, when I smoke flower, honestly, like I
Oh, I
smoke.
forgot you're a hash guy.
Yeah, I smoke blunts though, and I
Yeah.
smoke them with my wife, and you met, before,
Yeah.
and I roll them
Dutchess?
about 2.5 gram blunts.
Yeah, grower shit though.
It's
That's such
probably
grower shit.
yeah, it's probably
My brother
I'm
clowns
smoking
me
for
all the time, dude. I
smoking
always
for
roll
me
pennies.
and her, but
Grab a piece.
you know, you work your way up and you level up in this game, you know, you get to
Yeah.
that and then you're like, wow, 2.5 gram average on a blunt. But
Yeah.
Entourage, I've smoked for
yeah,
probably
you were telling
8
me.
years. It's probably not like super good for you, but it's as big as I can find to roll a blunt like
Are you
that.
smoking flavored entourages?
It depends.
Okay.
I usually go in and switch it up because I'm not really a person of habit like or patterns in general.
Yeah.
So if I like go home, you know, sometimes I don't take the same way home, or you know, I just switch
All
it
about
up.
the convenience.
Yeah, yeah,
A blunt is convenience.
it is, and
Shout
you can
out
get
the
a
brand.
yeah, you can get a lot of people burnt on a blunt. You know, where
Yeah.
if you got like someone, you know, you're in a circle of friends and there's 6 people, and someone pulls out one joint, you're like,
Yeah. I've been on Persons
okay,
for a minute. I feel bad for
maybe
Dean.
I'll
I
just
gotta remember. I gotta make sure I pass Dino the blunt.
yeah, right.
Shout out you guys for getting him super high off.
Yeah,
Gosh, look
Dean,
at
you
look
look
at those eyes.
stoned. We got some really good hash rosin coming too.
Royal Leaf.
Yep. Powered by Calia.
Yep.
It's gonna be a really amazing thing.
I know it's gonna be good because you hash guys are such nerds. Like you can't like get anything by you guys with
Yeah.
like terps of different strains, like effects, like the full like part of it. Like you can't. Like I've never seen anything like it in the cannabis game. Like you know what I mean? Like how I don't think picky's even the word. It's more of like art and craft. Like art and craft with hash. That seems like that's gonna be the craft cannabis, I think. I personally think a lot of the flower is going to be pre-rolls, and then there could be some high-end eighths, but it's going to be not really like a lot of volume. And then I think like the craft high-dollar unit items when it comes to craft cannabis, like that like $80 to $120 unit price item is going to be, you know, solventless hash rosin. And
Yeah.
that's what you guys are going to be doing.
Yeah, we're doing that. We're gonna be
spec?
doing full spec.
Sweet.
We're gonna be doing excuse me, other things as well. Cartridges, all-in-one pens, blended cartridges, resin blends.
Are you guys mostly in upstate dispensaries?
Yeah. We're working in every major city and area currently, in New York State. And we're in a handful in Rochester, a handful in Buffalo, a handful in New York City, Bronx, Queens, a couple in the Bronx, couple in Queens, Brooklyn, and even Manhattan, probably 5 in Manhattan, and we're getting the buzz going, and we're even up in the Adirondacks where people go for vacation, but the people that live up there in the Adirondacks really have like a limited you know, place to grab product from. And I think, you know, they're killing it up there, you know.
Yeah.
Elevate 80,
Yeah, we're going to see
80K.
Eli tomorrow.
Yeah, Eli's great dude. Great dude. We just got in up there, and he runs a really good store, and they crank for where they are. And
I learn
you know,
a lot from him. I like listening to him.
Yeah.
Like he seems like in this rec market.
Yep.
He seems to really have a lot of passion, which means he does his homework and he has the knowledge.
Yep.
I really love to. I'm excited to see him tomorrow. I'm excited to see what bacon, egg, and cheese place he sends us to, because I wonder if it's gonna be bougie.
I'm not sure because I don't really like get a chance to like grub when I'm up there. We allegedly flew some dronage up that way at some point, but allegedly it was really cool though. Like it's honestly the most breathtaking drive to go on, and it's like, wow, this is fucking work, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like this is
Yep.
amazing. Like anybody living up there is just gonna be, you know, blown away by like everything that it has to offer. And what better way to share your little trip or vacation or mountain hike or trail hike or something? What better way than to like burn a pen on the way or burn a joint, before you get out of your car. Don't throw the cherry down at all. Only you can prevent forest fires. We're going to cue that in right there. But, if you do go in the woods, and a lot of us do when we go and burn, I mean, when we were young, where would you go to get stoned?
Always
Not your house where your parents are, I mean, some of the ballsy friends that I had did, they'd be like, oh, just blow it out the window,
And then you learned later, it's like, oh, she was that cool.
Yeah, later on, she's buying eights off you, and you're like, geez, well, all right, hey, you got money. But, back in the day, you would retreat to the woods to go and smoke. And, I mean, I had friends bringing Jerome Baker bongs in their backpacks into the woods, just ripping crazy bongs that I wish were still here today. R.I.P. a couple of mine.
Such a weird time to, like, not know how luxurious that was. And, like, that's kind of like I look at, like, I love comparing this to, like, art. Because I don't think it's like, I mean, there is art in alcohol and, like, that whole scene, too. There's art in everything, to be honest. But, like, it's so funny for us to talk about legacy and smoking in the woods. Jerome Baker's, like, the names we're even shouting out. I sometimes want to think, like, right now, what is that? And you can't really do that. And, like, we are such in a moment of time. And going back to how we started this podcast about our connection, I think that is what it is. Real recognizes real. It's just like, it's kind of funny and dramatic, but true. We took one look at each other in that scene, and you're like, it's almost like we're uncomfortable in the comfortableness of that dispensary. And we're like, that homie's probably been in the woods smoking weed. Smoking Urkel. Like, me and my buddies, we'll never forget 420 when we were 16. We bought like a quarter ounce of purple Urkel for like $140. And we smoked all of it, me and Lair. Dude, it was just like crazy. Like, just thinking back on that, and it's like, it's so hard to find those strains. And you talking about the Jerome Baker pieces, like those legendary, like those pieces, if like they were, like,
I mean, those pieces
think of how
were
much they're worth now, and like
mid '90s, and we had, me and my friends growing up, we were always the ones that were like, all right, if we're gonna smoke good bud, and we're like 15, 16, couldn't even go in a store and get these pieces legally. Allegedly,
you had to go behind,
but yeah, or have
like
a friend
asking,
go in
like,
and
where's
buy
the
them.
water
Like, yo,
pints where I
go
like
in
smoke
and
my
get the
tobacco?
best looking one, but make sure it's a Jerome. And then you end up moving a couch during the pre-move of a house party, getting furniture situated, and boom, it shatters. And to you, it was like, oh man, this is so bad right now. And you paid $400 for it. And right now, if I had that piece, it'd be like a collector's item. I'd be like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I sometimes think about that now, like what is happening now. And even Dino, who's a little younger than us, I was telling him when he come out, I was like, dude, remember the people you see and like the people we're networking with, and all of us, like we talk about, like Dank and like some of your homies that we're all networking with and stuff. It's like, I could just see it. It's interesting to see where this is going to go when it comes to strains. Like, we got the strawberry cream cheese with you guys. Like wait until like the market could see that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And like
the profile that the strawberry cream cheese has is like literally strawberry cream cheese. Like like you just open a tub, you're about to spread it on a bagel.
Yeah, man. And it's like, but it's cool to see these like different strains.
The
too, Dean. It's cool.
The other cool part about like glass blowers that are from up here in New York that are world renowned glass artists, even recently as like maybe I don't know, the last decade or so, smoking Toro glass. Shout out to JP Toro and his dispensary that we're in down in Ithaca, the Highly Connected, is owned and operated by Toro and his family. And,
so cool.
And they sell glass worldwide, like, and growing up smoking out of Toros and smoking out of Bakers, German roars, back in the day, like really good.
Tell me more about that. I actually don't know about roars. I was a young kid that I liked the brand.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. Just
Yeah.
like how I started smoking weed was kind of like that. And it was like Roars was the thing.
Yeah, ROOR. Now,
Did they
to
just get
my
bought or
knowledge,
something?
yeah,
Right?
they got like bought out like, I don't know, 15 years ago or something like that by an American. I think it was probably like a joint venture or something, I think. But to my knowledge, there was the German Roar, the original ones that were made and blown in Germany. And then there were the American ones that came later on that were a little cheaper and
So like
whatnot.
a German Roar from then would be worth a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah. R.I.P. to my buddy Paul was his name too, down in
Shout out all the
Florida.
Pauls
You
out
know,
there.
I killed Paul's Roar with a basketball in the house on accident one day. But you know, it's the price you pay.
Dude, we have this little mini hoop in our office right now, and like it's with this ball we use is so bouncy. It's fucked up. I gotta make because Sarah and Dean like they smoke all the pieces and stuff. I don't have anything to worry about. I'm rolling Dutches, but
Right.
they like every time we take a shot, it's like boom, boom, boom. Like it's crazy.
I bought a pack of grape Dutch Masters the other day for the first time in a long, long time,
heavy
and
duty.
yeah, I rolled them up and
If I were to pick a flavored Dutch, which I always go Palma, I'm going Honey Sport. Do you know the Honey Sport?
no,
Green leaf honey.
oh yeah,
It's a Honey Sport. Or a Corona Deluxe, just from the Red Man song.
those are good. Optimo, I like a
Dude, a peach Optima. I love it.
I like a green leaf Garcia Vega back in the day.
Is that not? Where did those go?
I think they're still around,
don't
but
see
like,
them. I used to
how
love 'em 'cause
dope
the
was the
tubes.
tube? Yeah, the tube that it came in.
That was the first dupe tube.
Yeah, honestly, you
I'll
roll it
say
up
that.
and toss it right back in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So have I told you about my like upbringing in glass? About
No.
my cousin?
Was it the charm that you had on?
No, so that was KGB, who's a glass blower in Maine, does like the donut stuff. But my cousin's a world famous glass blower.
Who?
He makes the Josh Simpson. He's from Massachusetts.
No
So
shit.
he makes these planets. And he had one of his planets is in the Guggenheim and like
In the Guggenheim Museum?
yes.
What?
Look, I'll show you. Yeah. Thank you.
Look at that service by Dean.
Dean's the best. Shout out Dean.
Shout out Dean.
Dean's the man.
Shout out Mikla for making it.
Shout out Mikola for making the coffee. A good brew. Dude, I gotta tell you, I forget your fucking homie's name. He made me this tea that was like, I need to know what he did.
Sasha.
This like elixir that like I just took. Dude, it was so, again, you guys have like such family vibes here. It's like super cool. Like I told you I made those pork cutlets with the paprika. And then I had that little lemon tea. It was so good. I gotta remember exactly what he did.
It's nice.
But yeah, again, talking about family remedies,
Yeah.
and so my cousin, he grew up in upstate New York. Actually, I'll find out more for you. But he actually like started blowing glass in the early '70s out of a teepee,
Wow.
and he ended up making these planets that were like super unique and
Like
he's super-
artistic.
I'll show you. Yeah, I'll get you one actually. I'll
Yeah.
get you guys some. And it's like super artistic. And he ended up marrying an astronaut who's like spent over.
He
100
like
days
worked
in-
that into the whole.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
They like do like tours and they do like TED Talks as like the artist and the astronaut. Crazy.
Well, that's a really good kind of like
Such a cool guy too. Like he could just hang with
duo,
us right now.
traveling duo.
Yeah, yeah, and it's but my point is since I was a baby, I've watched glass but from not smoking. So like I like know a lot about glass from not like smoking. So
Just being around it,
it was so
watching.
crazy. Like me and my brother, because my brother's actually the one who is like keeping our strains alive, like for like the phenos and stuff. And me and him have such a funny like when we started smoking weed and like people would talk about glass. And there was this guy in Hawaii, I think, that was like pretty well known that actually knew my cousin. And but like we like appreciated glass in like a really weird way, like the way it was made and certain glasses we just knew were cheap and it's like that's not like real shit just from like the shit we saw at my cousin's like ranch because he has like this ranch up in Massachusetts where he does it all and he like gets sand imported in and like he has like these crazy like
Does he grow?
allegedly
Allegedly.
He's on some other shit. He's got like I said, we can't like I don't think any of his people are gonna look at this, so we don't even need to edit it out. And he would love it. He'd probably get mad at me if I edited it out. But he's on some other shit. Like he's always the sneaky guy. Like he because his wife Katie was in the space station. She's an astronaut, and they were at the White House. He's just in there sneaking like glass.
Oh
He's
my-
like he's like sneaking him and like put him in different like random places and shit. It's like being like an outlaw like us.
That's great.
So me and him relate a lot about this stuff though, because it's a lot like growing weed.
Yeah.
Where like you start from this like seed and dirt, and like for him it's sand, and then this like crazy time process, and then you could just fuck it up at every little stage of it, and then it turns into this finished thing that like everyone is cherished, and that's what I go back to talking about art.
Yeah.
Like, to me, this shit is art. And
Yeah.
It's cool you're working with the Piff guy too.
Yeah.
One of my good friends, Trav, won his contest 2 years in a row, and he grows like the Communion and the PC3 and all that stuff too. He's really tight with him. That's the only reason how I knew him when he was here. And it's just like you guys seem to have that type of blend of craft and art and family. It all goes together, man.
Yeah.
That's why I love doing what we do with the bacon, egg, and cheese reviews. And it was funny, you were telling the homie. Sometimes I try to explain what we do, and it's kind of hard. I just want to just be like, dude, we're just drinking coffee, eating bacon, egg, and cheeses, and like selling affordable weed. That's really what it is. Our biggest thing is affordability. That's really what I
That's
really
the market
love.
that we're gearing towards heading. And right now, I think we're in a really good way of.
NASCAR's best weed on the market, by the way.
Thank you.
Quick shout out. Sorry to interrupt you, but it is true.
Yeah.
NASCAR is the best weed in the market.
Yeah.
Wait till you see that shit, Dean. It's fucking so good.
I honestly think so. And every time I open it,
Ask around too. People know.
and I go into dispensaries daily, and I'm pushing our product because I believe in it and we believe in it. And when I'm like, here, smell this, and they're like, what is it? And I'm like, NASCAR. They're like, NASCAR, and they smell and like, oh my god,
That's special weed.
like it's got just really.
What's the cross on it? I tried looking it up. I couldn't
can't
find it.
I can't tell you.
Cool. That's not. And I don't mean that sarcastic. I promise. It's like that's like fucking awesome, dude.
We everything's got a price these days, right?
I'm just sitting my cup.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I mean even the carbon fiber that we grow is great. The couple other strains that Royal Leaf has, and we're only in flower mode right now, but in the next couple weeks we're hitting market with
Your
pre-rolls.
packaging is sick too, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's great. It's brilliant because it's classic, but it's streamlined and just clear cut, Like we don't have to be all graffiti or all cartoonish or all other appealing things when you just be normal,
Yeah, be yourself.
be yourself, yeah. And promote great cannabis, for the New York market and people coming into New York. Because, I mean, being in upstate, there's so many people flying in, crossing the border to come into New York from
Right. Yeah, I
Canada
didn't even think
to
about
go
that.
shopping. They stop at dispensaries. They pick up weed. Even though it's federally legal in Canada, it's not federally legal here. And, it's hard, even probably like finding a bank that deals with cannabis and, all that because of the whole federal thing.
And dealing
But
with the banks, it's been tough.
But-
Like being in one, it's fucking hard.
when they come in from other states, and we've gone to other states and picked up stuff too, I used to go into before New York market just to try. Like, oh my God, I walked into a legal dispensary today in Massachusetts. I think it was like Theory or something. And it was a beautiful time. Like you walk in and you're like, wow, this is great.
You want to know why I do that? It's because I talk a lot of shit. So I make sure that I spend the money.
Right.
And try the weed before
Right.
I say anything.
Right.
Because like even myself, where I try to keep it real all the time, I'll catch myself be like, don't say anything. You don't even fucking know.
Yeah.
So like we have to do that shit. And like
Even your own weed, like going through your own weed, doing QC, like quality control,
we just smoked
like
a blunt of ours because I
like-
wanted to, Dean's been working with us for a couple weeks now, and he hasn't even smoked one. I was like, we need to change that.
Right.
You know, like those things. We forget to do that sometimes.
I mean, you're going to find stuff, you know, regardless. Like, and if anyone's out there like, I don't have anything, like, you know, they're lying, because like you grow and things pop up in your grow, especially, you know, being living soil grow, you know, but you run a great IPM, you know, you take care of all those things, well, and you turn out great product. And that's what, you know, we're about.
Yeah.
And
you keep it simple, Pat.
Yeah, and I mean, being
I
like,
love it though. That's where good herb comes from.
and we don't till anything.
Yeah.
We just add like, you know, a little bit on top, and that's it, and just let it rock and cook.
Yeah. I'm so lucky to be working with you guys, because we do so much other stuff with our license too, and it's like, thank God we could like work with people like you.
Yeah.
To like, oh my God, there's no better people to have those genetics we have, and like with you guys, and to partner up and just to like spend time with in the market. That's what I think we need to all cherish a little bit more, is like the time we're spending with each other. Mikola was saying that last time I was on the phone. I think I told you, like, he was bringing me back down to earth of like
The reality, right?
Yeah, and just like and like you said too about driving around. You're like, I'm working. This is what we're doing, you know. And we talk about it all the time. Of like, we just want to get to a goal of like, we can make enough money off this thing to have health insurance, and like,
brother,
if I'm having a kid, I'll be like, oh, I could. That's okay. You know
I think that's what all of us want at this point.
Sometimes we feel like we want to conquer the world,
You know,
with this shit.
no,
Everyone wants
I
to be
don't think
Steve
that
Jobs
is.
of weed.
I think anything will come naturally. You know, like if you align yourself in a good place with good people, and you know, do good decisions and learn from bad decisions, and learn how to do things, you know, better the next time around, or differently, or take advice from other people, and, you know, not be, you know, very like one tracked or tunneled.
Right.
I think, you know, anybody will go far with that attitude and just being positive, because I mean, New York is a crazy market. There's so many different people looking for so many different things. Walking, yeah. Oh God. I mean, people don't want to spend money, but at the same time, they'll go in and drop $300, you know, at a dispensary on like 9 different SKUs to try whatever. Who knows? I mean,
new, it's so
honestly,
hot, you know?
like I haven't really bought weed in a dispensary in, you know, so long. But
I've been trying
mean,
to more now.
but being in the, you know, I get past a lot of stuff and I pass out a lot of stuff. So It's like a good trade between all the different brands that I run into when we do pop-ups or we do grand openings, or, you know, things like that. We'll be around other brands, and that's where like other people are probably like, oh, you know, like this other brand's here, blah, blah, blah. But it's really networking, because we're all there for the same goal, is to just like spread the product that we're at, you know, doing God's work, you know?
Yeah, that's what's been so cool about us. People have been starting to recognize like the content we're doing and stuff, and it's been really fun to see in our comments be like, oh, you got to go to this spot. It's by this dispensary.
Yeah.
You know, and like people get the idea of like everyday people, like, when you could put a message across with your weed, like you were just saying about like good cannabis, like out to like the New York market in the way that you're saying, it's like, if you could put that message out there and people really get it, it's like the coolest feeling ever.
Yeah.
You know?
I think a lot of brands have a lot of good messaging that they're promoting, and I think our message is probably the best one. It's like, where we want the cleanest, most naturalist cannabis to you know, be a part of you and have you enjoy it in any place you're in.
Yeah,
loaded with obviously a good terpene and cannabinoid profile. Because let's face it, if you're growing cannabis and doesn't have like a good content of that, you can smoke a telephone pole of it and not get high, you know? And when I say that line to a lot of dispensaries that I'm in, they all nod their head and say, yeah, because they know it's true. And I say, you got probably the same people come back and they buy the same thing, or they switch it up and switch it up and switch it up and switch it up, and looking for something else, you know? Like when it's probably it's just the weed and how, you know, the cultivator takes care of it.
Yeah.
Where you know,
steps.
yeah, or the steps that they skip, and then it's noticeable.
Yeah.
You know,
every step counts. And like we were talking a little bit at your spot too, with some of the cultivators you got over there about curing. Like I got so lucky that that's the first thing I ever did was trim and cure cut plants, defoliate, cure, like hang them, like full plant hang. Like I remember when I first moved to California, a couple indoor growers that I was working with, they were wet trimming, but this was like 2009. So like, but then when you went to like Humboldt, I went to Humboldt and I started working with these other guys. Like, dude, never do that. It's like it's so crazy how. Do you be surprised how many people are wet trimming still, right now? And like I say this from like 10 to 15 years ago now. It's like back then we're like, what were we doing? You know, and so much of every single process is important, you know. But I wanted to also ask you. This is going to be a little sidebar. Where's the best milk out here? Because then I'm going to tell you about my milk hustle that I did the last couple of years. I'm going to blow your mind.
I could tell you about the best milk.
Where's the best milk at?
Donner Farms, but they supply all of New York State with their dairy.
So they're big.
They're
not
huge.
They're not
yeah.
Micro milk.
He just asked where the best milk is around here.
I could say this because I paid taxes on it. I made $10,000 off milk when we did that club. Dean knows. I was legit a milk plug.
Whoa.
I was a milk plug. So I would get it from Maine, and I would literally just go like sell milk at like the pop-ups and stuff I would do. And I would get like these like dope quarts of like different milk, coffee milk, chocolate milk, strawberry milk, blueberry milk, seasonal milks, eggnogs, banana cream milks. And I would get them for like, actually, I'm not going to say how much I got them for. And I would sell them for $10. And it was a good profit margin.
Wow.
And we were,
yeah.
Dude, I never had enough.
Donner Farms.
People will be watching this and being like, you'll see the comments of people like, dude, I need that milk. You know, like I'm about to, I got to get on it out here. I got to find you got to help me with the plug.
Yeah.
Not even trying to put weed in it. I'm just selling milk.
Yeah. You met him.
No. No way.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
He's in the next room.
That's awesome. I can't wait.
The milk plug.
The milk plug. I can't wait. See, this is a breakfast connection.
Boom. And who doesn't have milk at breakfast, right?
Well, you know what?
If you're lactose intolerant or something.
I don't. I drink my coffee black. I like milk at night.
Yeah.
A nice glass of milk, flavored milk, coffee milk. You ever had a coffee milk?
No.
They don't know about that.
It's like a boba tea.
Well, in Rhode Island, they have this company called Autocrat, which is like this coffee syrup, and it's all about the coffee syrup that they make, and it's just like this coffee syrup and milk. It's like the greatest thing you'll ever have in your life, dude. And they have you ever go to Famous Lunch in Troy, like those hot dogs and like those like city style hot dogs where they put like the chili
on
it. Yeah, that's like a thing out in Rhode Island where like people are drinking coffee milk and eating those like hot dogs. It's crazy, but it slaps. It slaps.
I have to try it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shit, coffee milk.
So you think that fruit is a palate cleanser?
It is, yeah.
You knew I was going to bring it up and put you on the spot.
I did bud tender training today at MJ's in Rochester.
Tell them what you got them.
So I got them a big pack of mini maple French toast muffins from Wegmans. I got them a big pack of mini blueberry muffin. I got them a big fruit bowl of cut fruit because a couple of them had dietary restrictions to nuts.
Go. There's the spin. There's the spin.
I asked Michelle, the HR and events manager there at MJ, if I had to provide breakfast, how many people had allergies? Because I wanted to make sure everyone can eat, just like micros in New York, right? Trying to make sure everyone can eat.
If we are on point with it, once we get the sheet for clippable moments, that's the clippable moment right there, Dean. So I got fruit, and then I got a dozen glazed, a dozen old-fashioned donuts, and 2 boxes of Joe. And they all walked in after I set it up, and they were like, whoa.
They were like,
And they were like, "Why is the fruit there? I want the donuts." And then
no, they ate
I'm
the
kidding.
fruit. I left it for them too. I'm like, I'm good. You guys eat it all because they're busy. They got like 20 bud tenders and managers and all that. And they're a busy dispensary too. So,
Well, I told you about what happened with my boy. It was like one of the funniest things.
allegedly,
You never know what was gonna come after I said that. So you're right. I'll go with allegedly, but this is okay. It's all legal. We were smoking a blunt in high school, like cruising blunts. That's when we were like buy like a gram and smoke 2 blunt pinners, go on a cruise, listen to Wu-Tang or something. And we go into the McDonald's drive-thru. We're all stoned, and he just goes, "Let me get 2 cheeseburgers, a large fry, a couple things of cookies," and he just goes, "And I'll take a fruit parfait." And I never I just looked at him. I was like, "What the fuck why? Why the fruit parfait, dude? Why don't you get a fucking?
what's wrong with fruit parfait?
Why you get a fruit parfait after eating cheeseburgers?"
Isn't that what Donkey was talking about in Shrek with the fruit parfait? Everybody loved a parfait.
Yeah, I think Shrek has come up on our podcast.
We
like
actually
3
grew
times.
some raspberry parfait as like a little tester.
I thought honestly a Shrek themed strain name was coming after that.
Oh no, that would be good. Like Fiona.
Ooh, donkey. I don't know if
Donkey and
would work.
Fiona.
Donkey
Yeah.
and Fiona. My favorite line from that is the boulder thing. I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder.
That's a good movie.
I
Shout
love
out to
that movie.
Shrek.
Yeah, shout out to Shrek for sure. Absolutely.